Good morning, men. So I wanted to take this opportunity to meditate on this idea that you should not be chasing women in your 20s. And the first question you might ask yourself is, well, Joseph, why would I want to deny myself the pleasures of having a fruitful relationship or even chasing multiple women, whatever your particular cup of tea is? Now, I think it's important for me firstly to say that there are two values or belief systems that typically are adopted by men in relation to the role women are going to play within their life. So the first one is that typical traditional husband and wife situation. You want to get married, you want kids, you want the white picket fence, X, Y, and Z. Conversely, there's the other belief system or values that women are not so much a integral part in your life, but you enjoy the, let's say, the several different flavors and not being committed to one particular woman, which again is fair enough. It's important for me to preface that neither of these are wrong. It just pertains to your values, your belief systems, and how you would like to conduct yourself in your life. Okay, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but what I will tell you to do, what I will invite you to consider, is that you should not be spending your time, energy, and attention on chasing these women if you're a man between the ages of 20 to 30. Why is that? Well, the important thing to remember is that men and women are very different, and their sexual market value, how valuable they are as a partner, differ in terms of ages. Women typically peak in their younger years, in the ages of 20 to say 27, early 20s, and men actually peak in their mid 30s, let's say 35. Why is this important? Well, this is important because if you are a young man and you are spending a lot of time and energy on pursuing women in your 20s, you will not experience the quality type of women, be that in the role you want to see as a long-term partner or just as a kind of general, finding a difficult word to explain it, but you don't want to be committed to one woman, but you would still like to enjoy the presence of women in your life. You will not see the fullness in the quality of women in your 20s because you have not manifested and created the values that are associated with a man in a sexual peak. That's your mid-30s. You should instead be spending your time and energy on the characteristics, the principles that make men in their 30s very valuable. And this is going to be more of the traditional take on how roles manifest themselves in reality, but also this is a biological component. Okay, this isn't my idea, it's biology's idea. Women typically enjoy, and I say typically, enjoy men who adopt more of a protector role, who can support themselves economically, who are strong, fit, intelligent. And these things come with the maturation of the individual, you see? When you're a man in your 20s, unfortunately the culture we live in doesn't allow us to fully embody and translate the values that women seek, such as protection, economic wealth, things like that, unless you're one of the 1%, if you're very successful when you were younger. So what is my advice to you? Well, my advice to you is to spend and dedicate that time and energy in your 20s to building businesses, building empires, building cathedrals, building things that will lend itself in your 30s to you being able to pick from a vast quality of different women. And then if you're of the belief system of the first individual getting married, or the latter individual having a selection of quality women, that is going to be the fruits of your labor in your 20s. Okay? Look, it's difficult for me to say this with any kind of conviction in the fact that you will take on my advice, but you must if there's anything you can take home from this, is you must understand the fundamental nature of biology and how it manifests itself on behavior between the sexes, okay? Whether or not you have been fooled by society and the kind of sociology behind culture and how men and women are equal in terms of their characteristics is not true, okay? I lean towards biology, and biology being a stronger marker, and you can see this manifest itself in, if you're a young man watching this, some of the choices that women your age are making. You know, the quality women are choosing men who are older. If you're at school, they'll be dating men in the years above. You will realize a pattern that they are seeking out men who are highly competent, men who are economically secure, and men who are fundamentally providers, okay? And that ties in with the biological principles of how you're going to conduct yourself in this life, okay? I don't want to make this video too long. I want it to kind of be punchy and you to understand that you really don't want to be wasting your effort when you're 20 years old on low quality women and getting that splashback from some of the repercussions that she is not getting from a high quality man. What I mean by that is you don't want her to get bitter because you're settling. Okay, so men, something to meditate on for sure, and you know, play the smart game. It's a longer game, but you don't want to win a battle, you want to win the war, okay? And the war is fought over a long period of battles. And when you come to the ripe old age of, you know, your mid-30s, and you're perhaps even silver foxing, and you've got that maturation behind you with a vast degree of wealth behind you, Jesus, you're gonna be, that's the top 10% of all men. Those men are so sought after. You are so valuable at that time that you are going to have the pick of the bunch. And it's going to be, you're going to laugh. You're just going to laugh to yourself because it's going to be so funny and so comical, and you'll be glad you stuck it out. So men, that is my advice to you. Don't waste your time on you know, women in your 20s. I will add a caveat that if you are happy in a relationship and you can see a vision for the future and you're happy in that vision and your values and your partner, then, you know, disregard what I've said, because it's all about your vision, okay? You need to understand that this is a tactical move that that the woman you bring into your life is supposed to add to the value of your life. She's not supposed to take anything away. She's supposed to add value. And if you are blessed to be in a situation where you're with a woman who's providing value to your life, who is conducive and congruent with your vision, hey, you're winning already. If you enjoy anything of what I said here, my friends, you can subscribe to the channel, and I will see you very soon.